Chapter 1. Introduction to ENFP. ENFP is an acronym that stands for extrovert, intuitive, feeling, and perceiving. It is an MBTI personality type. Individuals with this personality type are extroverted, creative, empathic, and impulsive. They are well known for their capacity to connect with people, convey feelings, and adjust to changing circumstances. The extrovert trait of ENFPs is one of their defining features. They appreciate being among others and are revitalized by social interactions. They often have a large network of acquaintances and are good at building new relationships. ENFPs are also intuitive by nature, which implies they have a strong sense of intuition and depend on their instincts. This allows them to see the broad picture and spot trends and opportunities that others may overlook. ENFPs are also emotional people. They make choices based on their feelings and beliefs. They are compassionate and sensitive to other people's emotions, and are generally attracted to helping professions such as counseling, teaching, and social work. ENFPs are also perceiving by nature, which implies they are adaptive and flexible. They are open to new ideas and experiences and like exploring new ideas and experiences. Strengths and weaknesses of ENFPs. ENFPs are highly empathic and sensitive to the emotional needs of others around them, allowing them to form deep and enduring bonds. They are very creative and inventive, allowing them to think outside the box and come up with new and original ideas. ENFPs are also very versatile and adaptable. They may flourish in a variety of situations and adapt swiftly to changes in their environment. Because of their versatility, they are very resilient and can recover rapidly from setbacks or adversities. One flaw they have is their propensity to get quickly overwhelmed. ENFPs are very sensitive and may easily get overstimulated in crowded or chaotic environments. If they do not make efforts to regulate their stress levels, this might lead to stress and burnout. ENFPs may struggle with task completion. They are incredibly creative and like beginning new tasks, but after the initial thrill wears off, they might grow bored or indifferent. This might result in a loss of concentration and trouble completing tasks or meeting deadlines. They have a natural aptitude to communicate and express themselves vocally and in writing. They often have a gift for storytelling and may captivate people with their words. This ability may be useful in a variety of pursuits, ranging from public speaking to marketing. ENFPs are also known for their ability to perceive the larger picture. They often see possibilities that others do not, and they have a talent for spotting patterns and connections. They are also very impulsive and daring. They appreciate discovering new ideas and experiences, and they are typically prepared to take risks in order to pursue their interests. ENFPs may struggle with confrontation and criticism. They appreciate harmony and good relationships, and may struggle to stand up for themselves or voice their concerns when they are uncomfortable or questioned. They may also become defensive or withdrawn as a response to criticism. They may be impulsive and make judgments without fully looking at all of the implications. They may get caught up in the thrill of the present and fail to consider the long-term consequences of their decisions. They are often very intuitive and observant, allowing them to grasp the sentiments and needs of others in ways that other people cannot. ENFPs are also known for their excitement and vitality. They are often personable and engaging, and their energy and optimism may excite and inspire others. People are naturally attracted to their enthusiasm and charm, which may make them good leaders and influencers. ENFPs are also known to be very supportive of others. They love relationships and are dedicated to assisting others in achieving their goals and objectives. They are often able to provide support and direction in a manner that is both powerful and sensitive. ENFPs may struggle with detail-oriented activities, for example, and may get quickly bored or agitated when confronted with repetitious or dull tasks. They may also struggle with discipline and regularity, preferring to work in a setting that enables them to experiment with new ideas. ENFPs also have the propensity to postpone things. They may get so preoccupied with their own thoughts and aspirations that they postpone critical tasks and deadlines until the last possible moment. This may result in worry, anxiety, and a lack of productivity. ENFPs may have difficulty making choices. They are often idealistic and may struggle to choose between alternatives or take action without understanding all of the potential repercussions. This may lead to indecision and delay, which can limit their ability to achieve their objectives. Common misconceptions about ENFPs. 1. ENFPs are always cheerful and carefree. ENFPs are often seen as easygoing and joyful. Although ENFPs are typically upbeat and optimistic, they, like everyone else, experience a spectrum of emotions. ENFPs are very empathic and can sense the emotions of others. This implies they are vulnerable to unfavorable situations and may feel a broad spectrum of emotions. 2. ENFPs are erratic and untrustworthy. Since ENFPs have many interests and like to pursue their passions, they are sometimes seen as flighty and untrustworthy. Although ENFPs are often sidetracked by new ideas, they are also very dedicated and enthusiastic. ENFPs are very creative and ingenious, often coming up with new ideas and solutions to problems that others may not have considered. 3. ENFPs are notoriously unorganized. Since they have so many interests and ideas, ENFPs are sometimes seen as chaotic. Although ENFPs sometimes struggle with organization, they're also quite strong at time management and getting things done. ENFPs are very adaptive and can swiftly shift gears when required. 4. ENFPs are very emotional. Since they are empathic and sensitive, ENFPs are sometimes seen as overly emotional. Although ENFPs might be passionate, they are also quite analytical and reasonable. ENFPs are excellent at seeing the broad picture and making judgments based on both their emotions and rational thinking. 5. ENFPs are usually outgoing. Because they are gregarious and sociable, ENFPs are sometimes seen as constantly extroverted. It is crucial to remember, however, that not all ENFPs are severe extroverts. ENFPs like socializing and communicating with people, yet they may also be introverted. ENFPs may need alone time to replenish their batteries. 6. ENFPs are very idealistic. Since they are enthusiastic about their ideals and views, ENFPs are sometimes seen as too idealistic. Although ENFPs might be idealistic, they are also quite practical and pragmatic. ENFPs may blend their idealism with a pragmatic approach to problem solving, allowing them to come up with creative solutions to real-world problems. 7. ENFPs are the life and soul of the party. Because of their extroverted disposition, ENFPs are sometimes seen as the life of the party. It is crucial to remember, however, that not all ENFPs like being constantly the focus of attention. ENFPs are social butterflies that are also incredibly contemplative and attentive. ENFPs can adapt to a broad variety of social circumstances, and depending on the occasion, they may be both extroverted and reserved. 8. ENFPs are indecisive all the time. ENFPs are often seen as indecisive since they like exploring many alternatives and possibilities. Although ENFPs sometimes have difficulty making choices, they are also quite effective at evaluating several views and analyzing the pros and drawbacks of various possibilities. ENFPs may make judgments based on their values and beliefs, as well as practical considerations of the problem at hand. Chapter 2. ENFP development across life stages. ENFPs generally grow more focused on their particular values and opinions as they approach adolescence. During adolescence, they may start to explore their identities and grow more self-sufficient. They may have a great interest in social justice and activism, and they may get active in causes that reflect their ideals. ENFPs often pursue their hobbies and interests throughout their adolescence. They may begin to investigate new projects and hobbies, as well as job choices that correspond with their beliefs and interests. They are very sociable people who love developing strong bonds with others, whether in romantic relationships or friendships. ENFPs may begin to ponder more profoundly on their own growth and development when they reach middle age. They may seek out new challenges and experiences that will allow them to develop and grow as individuals. They could also start prioritizing their health and well-being, realizing the value of self-care. ENFPs may grow more contemplative and introspective as they mature. They may devote more time to researching their faith and personal beliefs, as well as giving back to their community. They may engage in mentoring and assisting younger people who share their beliefs and interests. ENFPs are highly emotional people that have a broad variety of moods and emotions. They may struggle with understanding and controlling their emotions throughout childhood and adolescence, resulting to impulsive conduct or mood swings. ENFPs may become more conscious of their emotions as they mature and learn to express them in appropriate ways. As they grow older, they may have a better sense of empathy and become more sensitive to the sentiments of others. They may also improve their ability to manage their own emotions, create coping techniques, and seek help when necessary. ENFPs are resilient people who can recover from setbacks and have an optimistic attitude towards life. They often tackle obstacles with optimism and inventiveness, and they are capable of devising new solutions to problems. ENFPs have a strong desire to connect with people and value relationships. They may form deep attachments with friends or family members throughout their childhood and adolescence, and these relationships may help define their values and views. ENFPs may put a high priority on romantic relationships as they mature and seek for partners who share their values and interests. They are passionate and caring lovers who value emotional connection and communication in their relationships. In relationships, they may have difficulty setting boundaries or get too absorbed in the emotions of others as they grow older. When their intimate ties with others are not reciprocated, they may feel disappointed or upset. Relationships, in general, play a vital part in the development of the ENFP personality. ENFPs are extremely sociable and may put a high importance on interpersonal relationships. They may seek out opportunities to build strong friendships with people around them. Chapter 3. ENFPs and Romantic Relationships. ENFPs' capacity to emotionally connect with their partner is one of their greatest qualities in romantic relationships. They are very empathic and have an instinctive capacity to comprehend their partner's emotions and desires. They are outstanding communicators and can effortlessly communicate their own feelings. ENFPs are loving and outspoken with their partners. They are also quite sensitive, sensing when their partner needs emotional support or encouragement. They have a natural capacity to think outside the box in order to come up with new and interesting date ideas. They are interested in exploring new ideas and attempting new activities, which helps keep the relationship intriguing and fresh. ENFPs are also excellent at maintaining the romance and making their spouse feel unique and adored. ENFPs may struggle to commit to long-term plans or decisions. They are prone to boredom and want continual excitement and stimulation. This may be a concern in a long-term relationship, since the novelty and thrill of the relationship might reduce with time. ENFPs are highly emotional and sensitive, which may lead to misunderstandings and difficulties in their relationship. They may become extremely defensive or withdrawn if they take criticism or rejection personally. ENFPs may also fail to establish boundaries and say no, which may lead to them being exploited in relationships. ENFPs can provide excitement and vitality in romantic relationships. They are enthusiastic and pleasant people who appreciate giving delight to their partners. They have a natural charisma that attracts others and may be highly attractive and engaging. ENFPs may also be very helpful lovers, going out of their way to assist their partners. They are open to new experiences and ideas and are prepared to experiment. They are able to adjust to changes in the relationship and are eager to collaborate with their partner to overcome obstacles. They like being spontaneous in romantic relationships. They have a tendency to grow bored easily. They have a limited attention span and are quickly distracted. As a result, they may lose interest in a relationship or partner easily. ENFPs may also have difficulty following through on commitments or completing what they begin. Their inclination to be too emotional and impulsive is another flaw in love relationships. They may make judgments based on their emotions without considering the implications. This might lead to rash behaviors or choices that are detrimental to the relationship. ENFPs can be very committed and faithful when they find someone with whom they genuinely connect. They like devoting time and effort to the relationship and developing a deep emotional connection with their partner. ENFPs may struggle with commitment and fear being tied down or losing their independence. They may also struggle to balance their personal demands with those of their partner, and they may need to focus on creating boundaries. They may struggle with time management and keeping track of commitments, causing tension and unhappiness in the relationship. ENFPs may also struggle with being too idealistic and having unreasonable expectations of their partner or the relationship. How to date an ENFP. There are a few things you should keep in mind while dating an ENFP to make the most of the experience. First and foremost, it is critical to recognize that ENFPs are very active and passionate people. They like having fun, being spontaneous, and trying new things. While dating an ENFP, be prepared for some thrill and adventure. They thrive on new and interesting experiences, so look for new and exciting activities to share with them. Since they appreciate open communication and honesty, it is critical to be open and genuine while dating an ENFP. They want to feel more connected to you, so take the time to get to know them and express your ideas and emotions with them. ENFPs are very creative and inventive. Therefore, they like partners who are open-minded and prepared to try new things. They could be interested in diverse forms of art such as music or poetry, so attempt to include these hobbies into your dates. ENFPs appreciate their freedom and independence. They need time to follow their hobbies and interests. Therefore, it is critical to respect their boundaries and provide them with space when necessary. They do, however, cherish deep relationships, so strike a balance between giving them space and demonstrating that you care. ENFPs are usually very passionate about their ideals and principles. They desire to make a difference in the world and work hard to achieve their objectives. As a result, it is critical to encourage them in their pursuit and demonstrate that you believe in their goals and dreams. ENFPs are very sociable and like spending time with a wide range of individuals. They thrive on interacting with people and building relationships, so expect to meet their friends and family. This might be an excellent chance to learn more about them. Another thing to think about while dating an ENFP is their capacity to adjust to change. ENFPs are very adaptive and versatile, and they like exploring new ideas. Since they can swiftly adapt to new conditions and environments, dating an ENFP may be a fascinating and dynamic experience. Their love of variety and novelty may make them indecisive at times. ENFPs may struggle to make significant judgments and may often change their minds. While dating an ENFP, it is necessary to be patient and empathetic in order to assist them strike a balance between spontaneity and pragmatism. Another consideration while dating an ENFP is their sensitivity to criticism. ENFPs tend to take negative comments personally and may get offended or defensive as a result. It is critical to provide constructive comments in a kind and polite manner, emphasizing the good parts of their conduct. ENFPs seek honesty and sincerity in their interactions. They want to be understood and accepted for whom they are, and they are attracted to partners who can understand their eccentricities and unique features. While dating an ENFP, it is crucial to be yourself while still appreciating their distinct talents and interests. ENFPs are also very positive and energetic people. They prefer to see the best in people and the environment around them, and they approach life with a feeling of surprise and delight. As a result, while dating an ENFP, adopting a similar attitude on life, concentrating on the positive parts of the relationship and the world around you, might be beneficial. Another factor to consider while dating an ENFP is their idealistic and often unrealistic nature. ENFPs often have lofty aspirations and ambitions for themselves and their relationships, and they might get disheartened if these goals are not reached. As a result, it is critical to be honest about your own abilities and to speak freely about your expectations about the relationship. ENFPs as parents and friends. ENFPs value their children's emotional well-being as parents. They have an innate capacity to connect with their children. They encourage their children to be innovative and creative, and they offer a safe environment for them to pursue their hobbies. ENFP parents are noted for their ability to make mundane things fascinating, and they are always seeking for new ways to connect with their children. One disadvantage of the ENFP parenting style is that they may struggle to set hard limits. They may be so preoccupied with their children's emotional needs that they overlook the need of discipline and order. As friends, they are excellent listeners who are constantly prepared to provide their friends encouragement and advice. They see promise in others and are excellent at pushing their friends to follow their interests. One disadvantage of becoming friends with an ENFP is that they may be untrustworthy at times. They may get distracted by their various interests and obligations, making it difficult for them to keep agreements. As parents, they focus on their children's emotional well-being and create a caring and supportive environment. They are encouraging, uplifting, and fantastic at connecting with people as friends. ENFPs are a delight to be around since they offer a lot of energy and excitement to everyone they meet. ENFPs might be very emotional people who struggle to control their emotions in certain circumstances. This might make it difficult for them to stay impartial and make judgments that are in their children's or friends' best interests. ENFPs thrive on new experiences and are continuously looking for new ways to develop and express themselves. This implies that they are excellent at offering a varied variety of experiences to their children, allowing them to explore their hobbies and learn new things. ENFPs are also very creative people, which show in their parenting and friendships. They are excellent at devising inventive and enjoyable activities to keep their children involved and delighted. They often have a childish sense of curiosity and fun, which allows them to connect on a deeper level with their children. ENFPs are empathic people who avoid confrontation and may struggle to articulate their own demands or set boundaries. This might make it difficult for them to discipline their children. They should learn to balance their empathy with assertiveness and develop appropriate boundaries that enable them to retain their own emotional well-being. ENFPs are very empathetic. They can put themselves in the shoes of others and see things from their perspectives. This helps them to connect with others on a deeper level and build lasting relationships. As parents, this may help them in creating a varied and inclusive environment for their children. As friends, this makes them excellent at establishing relationships with people from all backgrounds and culture. Chapter 4. ENFPs in the workplace. ENFPs thrive at building relationships and can readily understand and sympathize with others. This qualifies them for jobs in sales or customer service. Their cheerful and pleasant personalities make them excellent team members, as they may raise morale and contribute to a good work atmosphere. ENFPs are also known for their inventiveness and ingenuity. They have many ideas and are not scared to think beyond the box. This qualifies them for positions in marketing, advertising, and product development, where they may use their creativity to generate new and intriguing concepts. ENFPs are also known for their versatility. They are sharp minds who can easily adapt to change. This makes them valuable in fast-paced work environments such as startups or the IT sector. One difficulty they may have is their propensity to be easily sidetracked. ENFPs are renowned for having short attention spans and having difficulty focusing on one activity for long periods of time. This might make completing work that need persistent concentration or focus difficult. They also dislike regular and repetitive jobs. They thrive on fresh and exciting experiences and may easily grow bored with dull or repeated work. As a result, they may struggle to thrive in professions that involve a lot of monotonous labor or attention to detail. ENFPs love jobs that enable them to be creative and utilize their imaginations. They like having the flexibility to experiment with new ideas and techniques. The demand for autonomy and flexibility is one of the issues that ENFPs may face at work. ENFPs are independent thinkers who like to work in environments where they have some control over their work and schedule. They may suffer in overly regimented or micromanaged workplaces, since this might inhibit their creativity and enthusiasm. ENFPs may enjoy work that allow for autonomy and flexibility, such as remote or freelance work, or positions with a high degree of autonomy. ENFPs may also struggle with decision-making, especially when faced with difficult decisions that may have ethical or moral ramifications. They may struggle with making judgments that have a negative influence on others, and they may avoid making decisions entirely in order to avoid confrontation. ENFPs' capacity to think creatively and produce new ideas is one of their unique skills. They are often inventive and see possibilities and connections that others do not, which may be useful in positions such as product development or marketing. ENFPs are also great communicators who can connect with people on an emotional level. This is especially helpful in positions requiring teamwork, negotiation, or dispute resolution. They often have the ability to think on their feet, which may be useful in fast-paced work environments. ENFPs are also very driven and enthusiastic about their job. They are often motivated by a sense of purpose and a desire to make a difference in the world. They may be incredibly competent and productive when they can find a job that matches with their own beliefs and interests. ENFPs have a tendency for procrastination or avoidance of unpleasant activities. They may struggle with difficult or time-consuming jobs, and they may postpone these tasks until the last minute. ENFPs may benefit from breaking down complex tasks into smaller, more manageable parts, or by finding methods to make the activity more fascinating or engaging. ENFP career options. Writer. ENFPs have a natural talent for creative writing and narrative, which may lead to professional success as a writer. Event planner. ENFPs thrive in event planning because of their great organizational abilities and extroverted demeanor. Advertising executive. ENFPs' creative and imaginative thinking may be useful in advertising, where they can provide new concepts. Fundraiser. Because of their innate ability to connect with people and their enthusiasm for social concerns, ENFPs may be excellent fundraisers. ENFPs' zeal and inventiveness might help them become excellent and interesting instructors. ENFPs may make outstanding counselors because of their ability to connect with people and empathize. Because of their innate enthusiasm and positive outlook, ENFPs might flourish in a vocation as a life coach. ENFPs' people skills might help them excel in human resources positions. Because of their extroverted personalities and networking abilities, ENFPs may be well suited for a profession as a talent agent. Because of their innate leadership characteristics, ENFPs may be effective executive coaches. Due to their inventiveness and ability to connect with people, ENFPs may be great marketing managers. ENFPs' organizational abilities and gregarious disposition make them ideal candidates for event organizing. ENFPs' creative thinking might help them succeed as fashion designers. ENFPs' gregarious and expressive personalities might lead to success as movie actors. ENFPs with good communication abilities may flourish as journalists. Because of their inventiveness and risk-taking temperament, ENFPs may be effective entrepreneurs. They have empathy and ability to connect with others. They may make good psychologists. ENFPs' creative thinking may help them become effective graphic designers. ENFPs may appreciate a career in music because of their desire of self-expression. ENFPs may be effective in nonprofit management because of their enthusiasm for social issues and ability to connect with people. ENFPs may appreciate a profession as a chef because of their passion of creativity and experimenting. Because of their creative and leadership abilities, ENFPs may be good art directors. ENFPs with a creative and artistic eye may become good interior designers. Because of their high communication abilities and originality, they may make good copywriters. How to work with an ENFP. While working with an ENFP, keep in mind that they are passionate, creative, and impulsive people who add a lot of energy and happiness to any work environment. They may, however, be easily sidetracked, procrastinate, and have difficulty keeping to routines. Here are some tips for working productively with an ENFP. Clear and regular communication. ENFPs cherish communication and appreciate it when people are open and honest with them. Have clear expectations for timelines and deliverables, and be willing to listen to their ideas and comments. Let them to be creative. ENFPs thrive in creative environments and may need space to experiment with new ideas. Support their creativity and allow them to express themselves via their work. Give structure. Although ENFPs appreciate spontaneity and flexibility, they may struggle with rigidity and regularity. Giving them specific parameters, timelines, and project plans may help them stay on track and focused. Promote collaboration. ENFPs are sociable beings who like collaborating with others. Promote cooperation and provide them opportunity to collaborate with other team members. Acknowledge their contributions. ENFPs are often motivated by the desire to make a good difference in the world. Recognize their contributions and let them know when their efforts have had an impact. Be patient and flexible. ENFPs are often sidetracked and may have difficulty following through. Be empathetic and patient, and be ready to adjust to their demands and working style. How to hone your leadership skills as an ENFP. ENFP's capacity to communicate effectively is one of their most critical qualities as leaders. They are great communicators who thrive at communicating their vision and encouraging others to join them in achieving a common objective. They are also outstanding listeners. They are great at developing strong teams and fostering a culture of cooperation and mutual respect because of their empathy and ability to connect with people. ENFP's inventiveness is another crucial skill as leaders. They are naturally inquisitive and inventive, with the capacity to see things from a fresh perspective. Their inventiveness enables them to devise new solutions to challenging problems and to tackle challenges with an open mind. They are not hesitant to take chances or try new things, and their desire to experiment and explore may lead to game-changing ideas and new approaches to old problems. ENFPs are also noted for their intuition and ability to anticipate other people's needs. They are aware of the emotions and motives of individuals around them, and they are good at exploiting this awareness to generate rapport and trust. This emotional intelligence is a valuable advantage for leaders because it enables them to foster a good and supportive work environment in which team members feel appreciated and understood. ENFPs are enthusiastic and determined. They don't want to just sit back and watch things unfold. They want to actively shape the future and make a difference in the world. This enthusiasm and passion may be a great motivator for others, inspiring them to take risks and achieve their own goals and aspirations. ENFPs are adaptive and flexible, able to change their approach to match changing circumstances and manage unanticipated hurdles. They are not hesitant to do new things or test out new methods, and they are fast to pivot when required to keep their team going ahead. ENFPs are often regarded as visionary leaders, having an ability to see the big picture and establish a compelling vision for the future. They may motivate their team members to rally around a single vision and collaborate to accomplish a common objective. ENFPs are devoted to empowering others around them by fostering a culture of trust and autonomy in which team members feel empowered to take responsibility for their work and contribute to the success of the business. ENFPs are cheerful and enthusiastic, which may be contagious in a leadership capacity. They can have a good attitude in the face of obstacles and disappointments, motivating their team members to be focused and motivated. ENFPs are noted for their sincerity and genuineness, which they bring to leadership situations. They aren't afraid to be vulnerable or confess when they don't have all the answers, and they are dedicated to developing genuine connections with their team members based on trust and respect. ENFPs are outstanding leaders because of their ability to connect with people, communicate effectively, and motivate their team members to pursue their objectives with passion and zeal. They bring to leadership jobs a unique blend of creativity, empathy, and strategic thinking, making them excellent additions to any business or team. Reasons why ENFPs make excellent leaders. ENFPs are natural innovators who are always seeking for new and better ways to do things. This innovative attitude may be a benefit in leadership jobs since it helps ENFPs to remain ahead of the curve and predict future trends and challenges. ENFPs are natural team players that thrive at working with others to accomplish a shared objective. They are adept at forming bonds and collaborating with individuals from various backgrounds. This collaborative approach may be particularly beneficial in leadership roles, where strong, cohesive teams that can work well together are essential. ENFPs can think strategically and make excellent judgments using a blend of intuition, experience, and logical reasoning. They can see the broad picture and grasp how individual acts and choices fit into a bigger picture. They are not deterred by transitory setbacks or barriers and can keep a cheerful attitude in the face of hardship. This endurance may be a benefit in leadership situations, where it is critical to endure through bad circumstances while maintaining a feeling of optimism and hope. ENFPs are empathic by nature. They can put themselves in other people's shoes and see things from their perspective. This empathy may be particularly useful in leadership situations, where it is critical to recognize and handle team members' needs and challenges. Chapter 5. Personal Development Tips for ENFPs. It is very crucial for ENFPs to have a good plan in place to guarantee that they may continue to grow and develop as individuals. The first step in developing a personal growth plan as an ENFP is to recognize your strengths and weaknesses. ENFPs are frequently skilled at detecting other people's strengths, but they may struggle to recognize their own. Take some time to evaluate your particular skills and how you may use them to your advantage. Identify areas where you may grow or learn new skills to maximize your potential. Setting concrete, measurable goals is the next step after you've identified your strengths and places for progress. These goals should be consistent with your own beliefs and interests. ENFPs are driven by experiences and meaningful relationships, so develop goals that will help you to explore new hobbies, connect with people, or participate in creative activities. ENFPs thrive on learning and progress. Thus, incorporating continual learning into your personal growth strategy is critical. Attending conferences, taking online courses, or obtaining a new certification are all examples of opportunities for personal and professional growth. These experiences not only broaden your knowledge, but also expose you to different ideas and perspectives. ENFPs are also sociable people that thrive in collaborative settings. Consider seeking a mentor or accountability partner to assist you in your personal development journey. Having someone to discuss your goals with and hold you responsible might help you stay motivated and on track. ENFPs might benefit from periodically reflecting on their experiences. Reflection helps you to assess your progress and discover areas where your strategy may need to be tweaked. Spend some time journaling or meditating on your experiences, and think about how you can use what you've learned to guide your future actions. ENFPs are natural storytellers who may utilize their abilities to benefit their own growth and development. Try sharing your story with people via writing, speaking, or other kinds of creative expression. Sharing your experiences with others may help you gain fresh ideas, as well as strengthen your relationships. ENFPs might also benefit from exploring new challenges and moving outside of their comfort zone. ENFPs are naturally inquisitive and open-minded, and they may continue to grow and develop by taking chances. Whether it's taking on a new pastime, a new project at work, or going to a new location, pushing yourself to move outside of your comfort zone may help you develop new skills and experiences. ENFPs should remember to enjoy their accomplishments, no matter how little. ENFPs might be judgmental of themselves and struggle with perfectionism. ENFPs can boost their confidence and motivation by taking the time to recognize and celebrate their successes. This will lead to further growth and development. They should also cultivate a growth mindset. A growth mindset may assist ENFPs by encouraging them to accept difficulties, persevere in the face of adversity, and learn from failure. ENFPs should also emphasize the development and maintenance of solid relationships. ENFPs are sociable beings who value meaningful relationships with others. Good relationships create a feeling of belonging and support, which may aid in the growth and development of ENFPs. ENFPs may also benefit from being mindful of their surroundings. ENFPs are very sensitive to their surroundings, and their surroundings may have a considerable influence on their personal development and progress. Try creating a dedicated workstation, a peaceful reading nook, or an inspired creative studio for your personal and professional work. ENFPs should make it a goal to continue learning and improving throughout their lives. They should read books, attend workshops and seminars, and participate in intellectual conversations with others. They can also enhance their knowledge and deepen their comprehension of the world around them by staying inquisitive and open-minded. Chapter 6: ENFP Challenges and How to Overcome Them. One of the most significant issues that ENFPs deal with is their tendency to get easily distracted and lose focus on their goals. ENFPs often struggle to remain dedicated to a certain topic or goal since they are very creative and like exploring new ideas and possibilities. To overcome this problem, ENFPs must define clear and realistic goals and divide them into smaller, more doable activities. They should also develop and adhere to a routine as much as possible in order to keep them focused and on track. They also can be too emotional and sensitive to criticism. ENFPs are empathic, compassionate people who are strongly involved in their relationships and their work. As a consequence, they may take criticism or rejection personally, leading to feelings of insecurity and self-doubt. They should remind themselves that criticism is not always a reflection of their value as a person or a professional, but rather a chance to learn and improve. ENFPs are also social and outgoing, which may make it difficult for them to establish boundaries and create time for themselves. ENFPs like being with other people and are typically seen as the life of the party, but too much social stimulation may overwhelm them. ENFPs should take self-care serious and make time for things that replenish their batteries, such as reading, listening to music, or spending time alone in nature. They should also learn to say no when necessary and to convey their wants and boundaries to others properly. They can also have difficulty making decisions. ENFPs are creative and inquisitive people who like exploring new ideas and examining other viewpoints. Although this may be a positive trait in many contexts, it can also lead to analysis paralysis and trouble making decisions. ENFPs should aim to establish a more methodical approach to decision-making to address this problem. They must assess the facts and data at their disposal, as well as their values and priorities. While making critical choices, ENFPs should also be prepared to seek the counsel and input of trustworthy friends and coworkers. Although they are full of ideas and excitement, they may struggle to keep their promises and accept responsibility for their actions. ENFPs should set clear goals and deadlines for themselves and hold themselves responsible to these goals in order to overcome this problem. They should also seek the assistance of friends or mentors who can keep them on track and give inspiration and encouragement. ENFPs are naturally impulsive and adaptable, making it difficult for them to adhere to a regular plan or keep track of all their obligations. ENFPs should adopt a schedule and set aside distinct periods for various jobs and activities to overcome this problem. They should also utilize tools like calendars, to-do lists, and time management applications to help them stay organized. ENFPs are energetic and motivated people who often juggle numerous tasks and obligations at the same time. Although this is often invigorating, it may also lead to burnout and exhaustion. ENFPs should focus self-care and stress management to overcome this problem. They should engage in frequent exercise, good diet, and have enough sleep. They should also engage in stress-relieving hobbies like meditation, yoga, or journaling. ENFPs will prevent burnout and sustain their vitality and excitement in the long run by taking care of themselves. ENFPs may also fail to concentrate and follow through on long-term goals. ENFPs are motivated by their passions and interests, and it may be difficult for them to devote themselves to a particular goal for a long period of time. ENFPs should aim to determine their primary beliefs and priorities in order to develop long-term objectives. They should also divide their goals into smaller, more attainable tasks and create a system of rewards and incentives to keep them motivated along the way. ENFPs are naturally creative and impulsive, making it difficult for them to adhere to a pattern or have a set work schedule. ENFPs should set clear limits and guidelines for themselves and keep to them as much as possible to overcome this problem. They should also look for tips to make their work more interesting and enjoyable, such as adding creativity and innovation into their regular routines.